Hey yo my guys, it's Vipi is how my guys. Karibuni sana kwenye Golden Glam, and this is your girl Miss G, aka Kingdom Drama Queen, aka Kingdom Sassy Mama, aka Kingdom Nice Maker. In the building, and we're back again with another video kama kawaida. If you're new here, my name is Jedidia Nyambura Gishamba. I am born again. Christ is Lord over my soul. And here on God and Glad, we talk about God, we talk about life, we bring the two together, and we see how we ought to live life the kingdom way. So just do that thing where you subscribe to join the family. If you're back again, karibu sana, and thank you so much for trusting me, to actually come back to my channel. Thank you. So as you all can see, I'm in a different setup, and actually this video I'm not even going to edit. I don't even think I will edit it, and it's gonna be a quick one. Yeah, cause nimeshikilia mkono at insufficient funds. Oh, I don't know. M-Pesa keeps on texting me when I'm doing something. Anyway, this is going to be a quick one. Uh, worries. What am I saying? So I am going to talk about something I talked about yesterday on my status. I watched a certain video of one of the YouTubers I normally really just like watching a whole lot. Guy. Wait. So I watched this particular video, and it was talking about how in this period of time, the Chile that I was watching has been really struggling to to maintain her friendships. Yeah, cause because of different reasons, but she's really struggling to maintain her friendships, and unfortunately in the process there are people who are cutting her off. She's also cutting people off, and it's generally a struggle to get out of the quarantine season and now getting into a place where, for quite a long time she's been, kumekuwa tu, you guys have been in the house indoors, and you really haven't been interacting physically with people. And now a long period of time has come, and now, yeah, and now you have to meet your people again, and it becomes quite a struggle to, yeah, to meet with them, to interact. Yeah, so that was generally the topic of discussion, and it got me thinking a lot. Yeah, and honestly, it's also been a struggle for me. Especially being maintaining friendships. I'm not really the best of phones person. Like, mimi si mtu wa simu sana. Well, relative, but honestly it's been a struggle, and that particular topic got me thinking about how fallouts happen and how friendships are lost, and how others are gained, and kind of the cycle continues. And I know that there is this thing of friendships are seasonal and therefore grace exchange, which is completely true. And yeah, and unfortunately you have to lose some people on the way, you have to gain others on the way, and that's perfectly fine. And that's something that we really can't fight with. That's a system that God has set, and there is nothing we can actually do about it. Really, it hurts. It really hurts that at one moment you're so close with someone, and at the next moment y'all ain't even saying hi to each other. It's so unfortunate that there was someone who used to talk every day, and now the next minute y'all don't even talk for like 3 years, 4 years consecutively. And once you guys meet, there's too much awkwardness. It really sucks that in a bow that y'all can be so close for quite a long time, and all of a sudden there just happens a fallout. And really, in a bow too, honestly, I really hate fallouts. There is one thing I hate, and it's fallouts. But as I was just thinking about that topic, and I was really, I was just really thinking about it, I got challenged, and I started I started looking at it from a different perspective. And that is what I want to challenge you guys and ask you this particular question. Could it be that it's true that there are some friendships that fall out because the season you see that their season in your life is over, or your season in their life is over. In short, your season in each other's lives is over, and so automatically will fall out in whichever way. But could it be that some of the friendships that we lose, or some of the relationships that we lose, are not necessarily fallouts because seasons are over? Could it be that some of these fallouts are simply um what do I call it? Some of these fallouts are simply our fault. That maybe it's our recklessness and our carelessness in our friendships and our relationships that cause the breaking of these relationships. That maybe it's these little small excuses that we make that are the ones that are leading to this thing we call fallouts. That maybe it is just because it's this excuse of I'm a bad communicator. This I'm a bad communicator excuse is what is making you lose the people that you're supposed to be with. Maybe it's this excuse of um I don't know how to stick to one person. I am an everyone kind of person. That thingy. Oh, I just have this weakness where I don't know how to maintain friends. Excuse. That is what is making you lose people in your life. Is it that there's something that you have, as in, is it that you have something to do with these fallouts and not necessarily that the season is over? Because, yeah, seasons do get over and graces for that relationship do die, and that's completely true. But some of these things were the ones who caused it. Is it our don't care attitudes towards other people that, in the name of I don't know how to express myself, is it that that may cause um, a breaking of your relationships? Is it that we have something to do with these fallouts? You get? Because God has been teaching me that, as I taught last time, that everything the Lord gives us, we don't work for it, but we have to work on it. A friendship is like the Garden of Eden. We never worked. I mean, Adam and Eve never worked to be given the Garden of Eden, but they had to work to maintain it. They never worked for the Garden of Eden, but they worked on it, tending their garden. And because of some carelessness and some recklessness on that garden, because of some mistakes, they lost it. It was not the perfect will of God for them to lose that garden, but it just happened that something wrong went wrong and they lost it. So maybe some of these fallouts, it's not necessarily that our seasons are over, but maybe it's just our mistakes. There is work to be done on our relationships. There is work to be done on our friendships. There are sacrifices to be made. There are compromises to be made. There are habits that we have to drop to maintain these friendships and relationships, and there are others that we have to start developing. There are things we need to learn and unlearn and relearn so that we can maintain our friendships. Otherwise, we may end up losing the people that are meant to bring us to the next level. Maybe not at this particular time, but maybe in the near future. So let's weigh ourselves. Let's know, honestly speaking, before we conclude that the season of this relationship is over, before you settle on that, please seek God. Seek God and ask Him, Dear Lord, is it that the season is actually over, or is there something that I have done wrong that has caused this fallout? And if there's something I've done wrong, then how exactly can I work on it? Weigh yourself. Weigh yourself, bruh. Weigh yourself, sis. Because don't end up losing someone that is meant to be there for in your life for quite a long time in the name of the season is over. Don't end up losing your destiny helpers just because of this notion of the season is over, and yet it was your fault. And yet it was your fault. It's fine. God can change anything, even our own mistakes, for our good. But that doesn't mean that it is His perfect will. Do not walk in His permissive will. Do not walk in His permissive will. Work your best to walk on the perfect will. They have weaknesses, true, but you have to learn to deal with them. The things they're doing that are pissing you off, true, but hands, before you say there's a fallout, try and see whether there's anything you can work towards or you can work on in that relationship before you lose it. Before you lose it. I was reading the story of William Branham, I think, yeah, Branham, and he ended up, just because of his carelessness and his uncouth behavior, lost someone who, you guys should go read God Generals. He lost someone who was holding his ministry like this, and the moment he lost that person, the moment their relationship broke, his ministry went crumbling down, and it cost even his death. His death. His death. There are relationships that you don't just lose. There are relationships that you don't just mess up. There are relationships that you don't just mess up. Be careful that this relationship that you're falling out of be not that relationship. Wow, because wow, it would be so bad. It would be so bad. So yes, guys, I know friendships are tough. Oh my god, they're so tough. You have to make sacrifices, you have to do this, you have to do that. I know, guys. I totally relate. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to do things you're not so much pleased with. You have to do some things that are not in your comfort. I totally get it. But there needs to be work that is done, and work is not always comfortable. But at the end of it all, it gives fruit. It gives fruit. So y'all, that was it for today. Work on your friendships. They're gardens that have to be tended, that have to be taken care of, so that you can maintain them. There's a lot to do, and we have to be ready to make sacrifices. Being hurt is part of the long run, is part of it. Even God himself is normally hurt by us all the time, but he still sticks there. Yeah. Oh, and this applies also to the relationship we have with God. We have to work on it. We have to work on it. We have to build communication. We have to build intimacy. We have to do these things, guys. We have to work on this relationship, with any relationship, in short. Marriage relationship, best friend relationships, friends, acquaintances, employer employee, father daughter, mother daughter, husband wife, whichever, girlfriend, boyfriend, booze, honeys, all of them, we have to work on them, right? Yes. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. This is day 20. This is day 20. This is day 20. Only one day. Tomorrow, right here, we conclude our 21 days of content challenge, all for the glory and honor of his holy name. So press that like button, share this video, comment in the comment section, and at the end of it all, be blessed and be edified. And I pray that your friendships and your relationships may work out despite the challenges. May you receive grace to work on them, all for the glory and honor of his holy name. God bless you guys. Ciao.